It's CardKast with Mike and Len. It's a show about everything sports cards, autographs, and memorabilia. I'm Len plus Z, and this is the Fresh Catch Video Edition. Yes, I'm back, and with this particular show, or this shooting these cards, this is the second time I'm doing it, so I'm super excited about that. The reason for that is because the initial idea of doing this little video here is it's kind of like a recap. It's not your typical fresh catch. I didn't just get all these out of a collection. Some of them did fall out of collections that never made it into one of my videos. So I will go over those and just kind of do a bit of a recap of my purchasing. And the initial thought was at the end, okay, well, I'm going to send these off to PSA to get them PSA DNA certified. And I typically do the card recognition and the card authentication. Once in a while, I'll do something where, I do an auto grade if it warrants it. But typically I want the card and the title. And for those of you that, may be new to that or don't exactly understand that, this is an example, this 1975 Topps Robin Yount, where it has it's titled into the holder. Okay. Signed card. It's deemed authentic, okay? And then this is a 75 Topps George Brett. It's an actual 75 Topps card, but it's just labeled as trading card. And this is an inexpensive bulk way to get your card certified, but without them having to change the, the format of the machine to get that into where it has the date in the year. For future sales, this will be, you're going to have to explain this. Like, yes, and people are going to have to buy into, the confidence in me as the seller to say, like, yeah, this is an actual 75 Topps card. It's his rookie. So, there are counterfeits out there that can be listed as a trade card. There are, remakes and things like that. And as more and more people come into the hobby and more people understand how great it is to collect signed Hall of Fame rookie cards, this is a little bit of a problem. So I tend to pay up on the service, which I don't have a problem doing. And especially since a lot of this stuff is just going to go into my personal collection anyways, most of it, I want it to look like this. Okay. So, but now we have a problem with PSA. They are, I shot the video, was ready to, upload it a couple days ago, and you cannot submit it used to cost $20 to do it this way for the card recognition and also the authentication of the autograph. Now, the only service that they have for any kind of baseball card authentication or autograph authentication is a $50 service. Now you would get the card authentication and also the autograph authentication, but at $50 it just doesn't work. $20 is a stretch, and I know that there's another company out there that would definitely do it less expensive. And the problem I run into is I'm going to be getting back a bunch of cards that I submitted at that level that are already PSA DNA, and I want, just like a collector who's picky and annoying and has OCD about things. Like, I want all my slabs to kind of be uniform in my personal collection. It's not going to happen, at least not at this level. So, anyways, and I don't understand, and this is kind of important, I don't understand why, if they're going to take, say, like a value modern 1972 to 2016 or 2017 now, cards at a bulk level service where you don't know when you're going to get them back. It could be 8 months. It could be a year. It could be a year and a half. I don't understand why they would just call this like, value autograph authentication at $20 and, you just send them in and you get them back in a year and a half, whatever. I think what happened was because this was known as an economy $20 service, it got swept under the rug with all the other economy stuff. And I don't think they ever made an adjustment. A. B, they could be, really, really backed up on autograph authentication. And they just decided, to do away with with that service. I would hope that it was just a mistake and that they can actually bring this service back. I don't mind waiting because most of this stuff is coming to me. If I was interested in, getting this stuff in holders and selling it right away, I'm pretty sure I can go this route, maybe, or, go with another company. But I don't know. What do you guys think? If you were in my situation, knowing that you wanted this stuff to get uniform, knowing stuff that knowing that I have cards coming back from PSA DNA, that was kind of like the structure of my collection, now what? So I'll definitely take your opinions. Please leave some comments below. I'd appreciate that greatly. Enough about that. Let's get into the cards here and the stories. And by the way, obviously you might have seen some of my fresh catches before, mail days before, and you're going to see some replica stuff. But I promise you, if you wait till the end, I'm going to show you some stuff that has not hit the camera yet. They are in slabs, and they are gorgeous vintage signed cards. So hang out to the end, or you can fast forward at the end. Not a big deal. But anyway, but there's going to be some stuff in here too. So that has never been seen. So, all right. So a couple weeks ago, I picked this up. This is a 1948 Bowman Ralph Keiner rookie, signed by Whitey Ford. Kind of interesting there. This card I picked up, this actually came out of a deal. This is a 52 tops, low grade Phil Rizzuto, but the autograph is there. It's visible, and it's pretty cool. Love the 52 tops. Recent pickup, Carl Yastrzemski rookie, Hall of Fame inscription 89. 63 tops, a cup card, Tom Tresh. 1964 tops, Pete Rose. Gorgeous. Now, this card came in a deal where it was all index cards mostly, and this was the only baseball card in the deal. So I picked up a signed index card collection over the summer, and this card was in there. I was like, wow, that's cool. So I was like, eventually when I let my PSA DNA cards build up, I was going to send this in. But even furthermore, we just lost Phil Niekro, unfortunately, at the end of December, I think December 28th. And what I recently was going to do was I kind of went online. I saw somebody start a beautiful 64 tops Phil Niekro, Phil Roof dual sign. Phil Roof signed up here in the corner, inscribed Milwaukee Braves. Phil Niekro signed over here, all thin blue Sharpie, Hall of Fame 97. Awesome looking card. It wasn't even in a holder. It was raw. And they started off at $199.99, and I watched it. And it wasn't until like the last couple minutes I threw my bid in, or last second, and I threw my bid in, I think, for $275, and I didn't even have a shot. It ended, I think, just shy of $400, because I was going to take that one in. This one you could see is a little smudged, and then I was going to resell this one when I got this one back. But I'm glad that I have this. Super stoked. It's something I probably would have went out and bought on eBay anyways at some point. But the fact that this came out of a collection, I thought that was really cool. And we have a couple of 65 tops, Rico Petrocellis. Kind of like that. 1966 tops, Jim Palmer. 66 tops, All-Star rookie, Joe Morgan. A dual signed in vintage ballpoint pen, Don Sutton and Bill Singer, 66 tops rookie. 66 tops, All-Star Cup card rookie, Rico Petrocelli. Great pose. Love that card. Dual signed, Frank Robinson, Boog Powell, 66 RBI leaders. This is 67 tops. 1967 tops All-Star rookie, George Scott. I'll be doing a show based on my obsession with just collecting signed All-Star rookie cards and what they mean to me. Speaking of which, here's a 68 tops Rod Carew. Here's a gorgeous 1969 tops Ernie Banks. I mean, this card I think would grade a 7 at least. I snapped this out of a Supreme marketing holder. I hated to do it because I really like those guys. But the card was at such a great deal. I was like, I just want to get this into a PSA holder. I might actually get the card grade on this. Thinking about it. 1969 tops, low grade, probably fair, good, but a good Johnny Bench signature on his All-Star rookie. A nice 1972 tops Al Kaline. 1, 2, 3 triple signed. Al Bumbry, Dwight Evans, Charlie Spikes. The Charlie Spikes Award goes to me. 1973 Topps Cup card, Carlton Fisk, one of my favorites as a kid because it was semi-affordable. And here's the same card in vintage ballpoint pen. Here's a 1974 Topps Dwight Evans, Dewey. Here's a king pair of Gary Carter, one signed in red Sharpie, one signed in blue Sharpie. Absolutely love that card. Another one of my childhood favorites. This card is probably the only card that I feel that wouldn't get authenticated because of the way that Dale Murphy is kind of very skippy towards the bottom. It is an older signature. It is a vintage signature. I'm hoping that it gets recognized, but this would be the only card that would scare me as far as them saying, well, we're not going to put our authentication on it. It is also signed by Rick Cerrone and Kevin Paisley. Here's a dual sign, Andre Dawson, Denny Walling. Here's another king pair of Andre Dawson's. You can see his signature changed over the years. This is what it looks more like now. This is what it looked like probably, 80s, 80s to 70s going back. And another guy, cool guy. I got to meet him once. Jay Johnstone. This card is iconic for just being funny. I mean, the fact that this made it on a baseball card is absolutely hilarious. Plus, it makes me thirsty. Here's a 1984 Flair, Tony Perez, Pete Rose, Joe Morgan, the big red machine, but on the Phillies as they're just getting older and grayer. And unfortunately lost, Joe Morgan last year. So, and here we have a 1984 Topps traded Yogi Berra, kind of like, not again, got to replace Billy Martin or whatever, but ridiculous. So, we got Mr. Yogi Berra. We have an 86 Donruss, the rookies, Jose Canseco. Love my A's cards. 3 1987 Donruss rated rookie, Mark McGwire's, older style signature. A 1987 Topps Barry Larkin, signed in red Sharpie. Reds, red, gotta love it. 88 Donruss, Mark McGwire. Happy birthday to me, Mike Greenwell, and a non-inscribed happy birthday, Mike Greenwell, 88 Topps Cup card. Very underrated guy, but is picking up steam in the collectible world. Here's an 88 Topps McGwire. I have one of these in PSA DNA right now that's going to be coming back. And here's a dual sign, McGwire Canseco. And here's an 88 score, Mark McGwire, to add to the list. Maybe future Hall of Famer this year. I don't know. He's getting the votes. Kurt Schilling, 89 Donruss rookie. Card's a little bit banged up, but I got this card for I think $15 or something like that. And this was a scoreboard product from the 90s. Kenny and Paul Golden. And this fell out of a deal. This is a nice postcard of Hank Greenberg. Awesome. That'll look great in the slab if I ever get in the slab. So anyways, you guys hung out with me. So here are the slabs that actually came out of collections that I just kind of forgot about, and I put them in my collection, and here they are. This card I actually put up on our podcast through the mail, episode 5, I believe, it must be, 7 or 8. It's either 7 or 8. I'm sorry. But it's basically our through the mail with our good buddy Dan Lasauer. And this is, you'll see this is the header, but this is an Adam West, his own caricature, personalized to George, which, I could do without, but that is really, really cool. And that makes it pop. And the fact that it was actually dated in 1991 is pretty sweet. And this is like a oversized or a 3x5 Beckett BGS holder. And this is at the time when JSA was doing authentication, and Beckett, they decided to, they worked together as far as slabbing for JSA and encasing or holdering for them. And then they did stuff with SGC, and now I hear that they're in the works of doing stuff themselves, but we'll see. This is a card I probably should snap out of the holder, but I'm hesitant because this card it's got some personal value to me because it went to a collector, it came back to me, and this is a 53 Bowman color. Let's see if I can. Yeah, this is a 53 Bowman color. The signatures are, they're a little light. They're probably 5, 6 out of 10. 2 Bill, Holy Cow, Phil Rizzuto, And then on the bottom, 2 Billy Martin. And what I really love about the 53 Bowman colors, especially with the Yankees, they just all seem so happy because they're probably getting paid the most and they are also winning the most. But what a great shot of these two young guys, pretty much in their primes. Fantastic. I absolutely love this card. I'm glad that it made it back into my collection. I haven't decided what I'm going to do with it yet. I kind of like it in that holder, but nobody's a fan of GAI, so I don't know. But anyways, here we have a 1953 Topps Pee Wee Reese. Nice card. Card's in VG to VGX condition with a bold Pee Wee Reese blue Sharpie, probably 90s show signature. Also encapsulated by BGS, but certified by JSA. So very, very cool. I mean, this card is nice. This card actually goes with our it's got that same kind of color of the ads in the background that I forgot to mention. So, but I have done that in previous episodes. Anyways, the big card right here, and I've done a lot of in-person signed cards, and it is cool to see cards completed, just like we saw the Billy Martin and the Phil Rizzuto, where it's dual signed. Both players that are in the picture signed the card, and this is really cool. This is a 1960 Topps. Dual signed Willie Mays and Bill Rigney, master and mentor. The card is nice. It's probably, if that corner wasn't hit, that bottom left-hand corner, you're probably talking like an X-Mint card, but presentation-wise, it's really, really nice, very clean. And the fact that it's signed by both, I think Bill Rigney passed away in the early 2000s, and Willie Mays is getting up there in age. So, to get this card done and completed by both players is almost near impossible. So you're really dealing with what is potentially out there. So anyways, that is my rant and rave or my spew over PSA. It's not that I dislike them, or it's not like I don't like the fact that my cards are going to be out there forever. I'm still, sticking with them for now, but what can I say? I'd like to get this, in the machine and processed and out of my hands as opposed to just sitting on my shelf. So having said all that, though, thank you guys very much for hanging out. Stay tuned for lots of other content coming down the line, and we'll catch up later. A sincere thank you to all the listeners out there. If you like the show, please like, share, and comment below, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you will be notified when all of our new shows are uploaded. Click on the links below to join Mike and Lynn's Facebook page loaded with sports memorabilia content. Visit Mike's opening day break room to see tons of new products opened up daily that you can participate in. And lastly, visit our eBay store, CardKast, to look for the newest auctions of sports cards and memorabilia uploaded weekly. And we're out.